There's a lot of things to explain on how I made this track. Actually, a lot of things. But the main priority when making this track is, for me, is to have a really nice melody and, like chords kind of memorable. That's one. That's how I started the song first. The singing part was like a year later, and I thought about it. You know what? I'm just gonna sing on this song. There's just so many meanings behind, like, my way of making lyrics singing. There's just so many ways. There's so many reasons why I make my lyrics kind of mysterious. Because I like that. I like to do that. There's more instrumental than the lyrics, than the singing. Because I'm more of a music producer than a songwriter. But like, either way, I'm trying to improve myself in songwriting. So that should be that. I'll show you. Right. Yeah. Starting off with the weird guitar feedback, but I don't remember it being like that. Hold on. Right, that's like the sub, the atmosphere theoretical sub sound, and then right here, yeah, that's the guitar feedback. Why is it low pass? I don't remember being in low pass. I don't remember adding this here. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be low pass, or it was meant to be low pass. But yeah, that's the guitar feedback. It's a sample, stretched and sample, and then into the song right here, straight away introduced with the melody, which was this. Yeah, don't be surprised. I can't play guitar, of course. So it is a guitar plugin called the AGG too. It's a really nice. It has a. It's not supposed to be like this, but I managed to get that kind of shoegazer tone. So there's a lot of process here, because that's like my main priority when I use a guitar VSTs, to get that actual feeling of a guitar tone. So this is like how it sounds like. Pretty electronic feeling, but yeah. With this guitar tone, I think it was this. Right, yeah, this is like a rack of two different guitar rig right here. Like this one is the normal shoegazer ish uh amp, and over here should be the something like a very distorted, saturated one for the drop, right? And a bit of cabinet, a normal. Yeah, this is how it started first. We were using amp, so that's pretty much it. Of course, classic limiter. EQing, I EQ out the high ends, so it's kind of not so buzzy. Keep it in the midst of the stereos. Normal. Yeah, this I did this when I was in Ableton 10, by the way. So this is an old reverb. So with a Valhalla plate and glue compressor to put everything together, to mash it all up with the reverb, so it feels so over compression kind of feeling, because that's what I was going for. And this should be the chords. Yeah, this is the chorus throughout the whole song, basically. If I'm not wrong, yeah. Like I made a little adjustment for the verse and the breakdowns, especially. It's basically the same progression, but just minor adjustments. Anyways, and then the sequences here, manual ARP. This one's operator, yeah. More operator. And over here, more pads. It's pretty subtle in the intro, so everything what we're introducing, like how I'm trying to make the introduction is introducing the melody, because we want to get things catchy. It's starting off catchy, yeah. And with the shakers on the drums. Right, what is that pad? Hold on. That yeah, this one. This one is if I'm not wrong, I think it's a sound font from Dragon Quest. Was it Dragon Quest? I couldn't remember, but yeah, it's a choir sound font, but it's probably the same as like any Korg choir sound synth. So I think I was watching a few like sound fonts and all that, because like, damn, they sounded good for choirs especially. Moving on, and we're bringing in the drums. Yeah, the drums are very nice here. If I'm not wrong, yeah, this is a drum loop. High passed. It's a drum loop from my friend Murtog. Yeah, so it's from his drum pack. So this is like, I kind of made it 3/4 here, and then bring it back to 4/4, unintentionally making it in a 4/4 pattern. Was it 3/4? Hold on. Yeah, it's 3/4 here. Yeah, 3/4. And then yeah, over here we bring it back in 4/4. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's like 3/4 4/4 kind of flow movement here. And then oh yeah, here's the addictive drums, the on top of the layer. Yeah, mostly the addictive drums are the cymbals, because I love the cymbals so much, and the snares. And the main kicks, gotta give out a shout out to Outcry. This is his kick drums from his school, and the snares. Right, yeah, layered with KJ Swanka's drums right here. Just the body of it. And of course, processing altogether, EQ. Right, this is SSL native drums. Probably a demo version by now. Cause I was trying. I bought the. I think there was during the time when I bought my new audio interface. And I was trying out the SSL plugins demos, and it has a time limit, a very long time limit. So I just like use it before it's running out. Just taking the chances. So probably now it's not gonna work. So, but still, it's not doing so much, but more of like a little adjustments to it. But yeah, overall, this is what it sounds like. A bit of drum room reverb transpired. This is my favorite transient processor. It's free. Gotta give the shout out to Capture Life for that one, introducing me to that. Yeah, so basically the drums are semi-real, semi-not real. So that's one. Layered with perks. Before there wasn't vocals, there was a lot going on here, but I think I got rid of them completely. But yeah, there was like the pads here were like full blast right before the drop, and the drums was going on all the way. Here's the drop. Alright, this is my favorite part. Oh man, it's a Silent One synthesizer processed with chorus, trash, saturation, and a vocoder. We have some frequency shifting. Right, yeah. It's basically this melody is kind of like, I think this is this sequencer was actually one of my old songs that I couldn't get a finish, so I just reused it onto this song. Yeah, I think that's how this drop was made altogether. Yeah, then the chords, pads, they automated on full blast. Oh man, the compression is a mess. It's because of the parallel reverb here going on. Oh man. Yeah. And then sub bass. Alright, the bass. It's a dubstep growls actually. My signature bass design. Probably my most favorite part of it all. I've been using this patch I've made since I think this was, yeah, this project file is pretty old, so this is like the early version of it. The recent one is more enhanced now, so it doesn't look like this, but it still looks like this, but even better now. So, and over here we have the Umer bass, the Umer 808s. Highly saturated. I think I got rid of the low ends here, just so I can use the sub bass more. Kind of weird layering going on, but I chose to go this way. Yeah, the early version of this was like really hip hop kind of ish. Then I thought about like adding break beats, you know. Amen breaks, yeah, layered with the main kick. The snare is a pretty simple acoustic snare, nothing crazy, no crazy snare this time for this song, because we want to keep it on that level of limitation for this one. So that's pretty much it for this whole drop here. Alright, just some, of course, a lot of chords, what would you call this, a chord back and forth kind of thing. I forgot what it's called. It's a freaking dubstep term where it's like one goes in, one goes out, you know. Anyways, moving on. I guess you could call this a bridge section. Right. Yeah, the drums are super weird here because this is basically a spliced up tom rolls, right? With some bit of erosion going on. This is like a decimation plugin for those who don't know or don't know Ableton. Basically, that's it. With some just a little adjustment on the frequency because I want to keep on the key for the toms. Next up in this song, a lot of cymbals here. Using a house loop cymbals for a not house track. I love Ample plugins. They're the best for guitars and bass guitars, and basically that's it. And what's doing this is the guitar rig. The guitar rig just giving it more drive to the bass over here, and then of course layered with the sub bass. Right. There was definitely there was a lot going on here. So now it's kind of like tamed up because adding on the vocals for this part section. Yeah, so moving on, we have the breakdown. The guitar doing some math rock, alternating the time signature while in 4/4, so nothing crazy here. Right, the chords progression over here. Cause like before this, it's kind of like this. Right, so I kind of rearranged it to keep this energy going, cause making it like a proper progressive kind of feel. So it really just progressed along the way throughout the whole track. So over here, just making it feel more energetic while melancholy at the same time. It's the type of sound you're using basically. So this is, I think it's a E piano in Omnisphere. Yeah, this is a Omnisphere plugin. Whoops. Big boy plugin. Very expensive too. So along the way here, right, good question. Basically it's mostly how I feel a vibe. That's how I start off my songs. It's either that or like I just get inspired and then I kind of reference from another songs. That's how it usually goes to. So it's either like I got this idea, I start from scratch, and then I just like kind of reference artists that I enjoy listening to, that I vibe with. Then from there on, I just try to continue the progression of the whole track. But mostly of the time is I do things from scratch. Like this one, I think this one was because of I usually make like chords. I write down chords and melodies, and then I keep them for later. So I kind of like went through and scrolled through all my midis that initially I had no idea how to start off from there. So and then I just reused it for this, and then I just had this spark to work on it for this and to start in like this one here. Basically, that's how it all started. But yeah, it usually depends you got ideas from the melodies or chords. For the best to start off to actually progress, I usually just stick with the melodies and then I just like try to move on from there. Yeah. And over here this right, this is the breakdown. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. This is my favorite patch. I've made this and yeah, this is my actually supposed to be my new Silent 1 preset patch. Oh, too bad. Oh well, I'm planning to make another preset patch anyways, but most probably on Serum. But I don't know when will that happen. But I'm currently very tight with my schedule, so I'll try to do that one day. I'll try to make some sample packs and preset patch for you guys soon. Probably Serum and maybe Silent 1, I guess. Ableton Rex, I guess. Who knows? Maybe. Anyways, over here, that's the bass. It's more like the bass is very. What will you call this bass? Like a Korg bass, you know, like a Moog. That's the yeah, a Moog bass. That's what they call it. Yeah, the ARP sequencer is really done manually, so I don't know why I did this, but it kind of feels right. Doing things manually feels right. Moving on to this part, which is like this is a knife riff. Okay, I think this. Where is it? I think that's where is my guitar? Holy shit. Oh, this. Right, okay. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. Like the rack is switching up from rack A to rack B. So I like that a lot. I like this rack I've done. It's doing some radio frequency thing. Oh, that thing, whatever that was going through the acoustic drums. Haha, I think it's this thing, delta modulator. It's it's so scuffed. It's a very old plugin by Xfer, but it works. Nowadays I use a Max plugin called Lossy by Sabroy. That shit bangs. Yeah, it works the same way, but more of a subtle kind of thing. So over here, right? These are some samples. I just have a lot of samples in my drive, so I'm just using like this weird robot sounds, space sounds. I like space sounds. You know, they're cool. This part of the song, it feels like a conclusion. Like it is the chorus, but it's more of like a conclusion kind of feeling, you know. So you're gonna end it off the right way, kind of thing. Yeah, that's basically that's what it feels like, you know. So that's the feeling I'm getting right here. So this ARP, yeah, I remember now. The ARP, I was inspired by the Persona 5 soundtrack. What's that? The mission on Futabas. So yeah, is that soundtrack. I love that soundtrack so much. I kind of like incorporated the ARP into this one. It's basically that kind of rising arbors are nice. Yeah, the chords here, nothing crazy, just chord stacks. The process of this is kind of like, yeah, there's a lot of reverb to it. Yeah. Oh, this one is Citrus. Okay. Surprisingly, I have one Citrus patch right here. Citrus is a plugin in FL Studio. It's a FM synthesizer, like operator, but Citrus has like 8 operations to it. Oh my gosh, I got so much layer right here. Yeah, it's going through that frequency shifting. That's the thing that's doing the sound with the. This is probably one of my preset patches I've made. It's probably doing the LFO modulations going on. That's why it sounds more growlish, aggressive there. Right. Then we're back to like a normal drum beat here. Really, what makes this feels very catchy is the melody. Right, this is a Contact guitar plugin as well. Yeah, it's like I mentioned earlier, the importance is most probably the melody here, because I want to have things like ear catching. That's the main focus. Either way, even with like the heavy bass here, I try not to present this more towards this. Even though like it's very troublesome mixing this, so it's kind of crazy. How do you do your sidechain? Oh man, hold on. I'll get into that in a bit. So hold on. The mixing part of this. Yeah, basically I didn't want to mix this up to the max, the bass design. I'm just keeping it on the low and have more focus on the pads and the melody part. Because I feel like this is something producers have been doing. Like sometimes they forgot that this is what they need to do. Like I've seen my friends, they do like music production, and then they like the dubstep producers, they have dubstep stuff and then dubstep sounds, etc., all that, and then they want to make a melodic sound. They just forgot that they're they're focusing on the bass more than the melody. But it's really up to them. But either way, it's as long as it sounds nice, yeah, that's good on you. But yeah, it's just for me, in my opinion. I just wanted to have the bass low and have the sub bass at least audible, kind of booming sub bass. Right. Right, before we go to the end, let's go about my sidechain. My sidechain is pretty simple. It's a MIDI triggering sidechain. Right, this is my main drum rack, my main drums, my kick and snare only. Strictly for kicks and snare. So MIDI. And people always question why I'm using MIDI. So I can MIDI trigger sidechain over here. So this is which like right here, this is the rack. So this sidechain top, sidechain bass, sidechain sub bass, and sidechain vocals. Yeah, you're wondering why. It's more of like I can do this with the Cable Guys plugins, but like I don't have it. I only have LFO2, so that's why I'm using LFO2 right now. So basically, I have this, but this is an old format I'm doing right now. So, but I will explain later again, or whenever. But yeah, basically the idea is to have this in. was it in or auto? It's either in, should be in, and then you have this. I kind of have the high end EQing as well enabled. LFO routing, this should be one, because one is this, which is the sidechain volume. Put it at max. Then this one is the cutoff for the high ends, like high passing, right? And then I enabled this just to see the waveform at the back going crazy, going batshit crazy onto with the songs going on, like yeah. So I can actually see what's happening. So yeah, you see here the sidechain is happening right here. So this cuts in into the to have the kick and snare kind of more audible. And then I enable this the host tempo, so everything is in time. And then the MIDI note triggering, I set it to envelope. So basically this is to follow this actually. That's it. So this, I have this external instrument, MIDI to sidechain over here. This, so this is sending signal to this. Basically, that's it. Same goes with all of this. That's why I have this little MIDI trigger rack right here. Right. Of course. Oh, look! Would you look at that on the main sidechain here? It's a volume automation. Oh, jeez. Where did I even do that? Right. It's on the. I did a volume automation on the acoustic drum sections, right? Because I usually do this for dubsteps as well when I make dubstep music. So just to have more of the kick and snare more audible. Cause like that's the main importance. Like overall, I like to have my drums more punchy out. That's why people always say my drums are crazy. Yeah, that's how you get your crazy drums out into the mix. And then it's either based on your sound selection or your drums as well. That's up to you. Like right now, I think I'm using, yeah, this is a mezzo kick and a mezzo snare. The reason I'm using this kind of kick is so it blends well with the sub bass as well, because that's my another priority when it comes to drums, especially for kick drums. Just to make sure it fits, like it fits tightly and nicely with your bass and your sub, especially for kick drums. And snare, it's up to you. Snare, whatever sound you want, as long as it sounds good. Yeah, up to you for your snares. Yeah. Alright. It's also based on the type of song you're making, honestly. Like Eurodance, they use like freaking large oomph kick. Yeah. Right. Well, what else? Right. Yeah. Other than that, how did I even manage to get all this here? It's basically, and why is it in? Basically, so this, I have this. You see how organized my project file is? Like I have the top, the bass, the sub, the FX. So basically the top is going into this. That's why it's set in. The top is sending into this. The bass is sending into this. The vocals sending into this. And the FX is sending on the top. And the sub bass has its own separate sidechain as well. Yeah, that's basically it. That's why it's pretty organized all the time. And that's why you see all my videos on Twitter, my clips, little clips of music production, they always look like this. And the reason why it's only one color, I don't color coordination, is because I'm kind of colorblind, so just leave that aside. So I just have things in one color. As long as it's all in groups properly, that's fine with me. Yeah. Anyways, to the ending of the song. Right, if you know that loud not loud, but more like that high note thing. This it's kind of like a J-pop kind of feeling, cause every time in the final chorus, J-pop have this like little note going on at the end, like high end note that gives the energy that while the energy is more enhanced kind of thing. And it goes all the way at the ending. Honestly, this song would go even better if I can actually play guitar, but like luckily enough I managed to have this kind of sound like a real guitar, Cause like it's really based on how you tone your guitars. If you're using a VSTs, learn to tone your guitars. That's the only important part of to make a VST sound guitar in electronic sound guitar sound real. So right here I'm using a guitar rig. Uh, there's not much going on in guitar rig. I think I'm using a preset right here. Right, yeah. Cause like I like to go through here the styles and then probably like right now it's probably country. It's either country or classic rock. It's either those two. They have some nice tones and then I just did some adjustments on the amp over here. Right. And also, not to mention, right. Yeah, you can also edit your, if I'm not wrong, yeah. It's very open. It's kind of open source. You can edit here and there. Like I remember using this before. It's oh man. Oh, this strum part is kind of. It's the part where you make your guitar sound even more real, but like it takes a lot of time and effort. So I really just went on with just the default keyboard mode and then make sure everything's kind of sits nicely. Yeah, guitar rig is actually magic. I know there's a new guitar rig, but I totally forgot about it. Yeah, anyways, moving on. Outro. Just to let you guys know, my knowledge in music theory is not what you expect. It's really bad. All this is programmed by ear. So I really just did this. So I just like one by one just putting it down. Make sure every note just sits nicely and feels right kind of thing. Make sure they're all in key. Sometimes it depends on what type of songs. It doesn't have to be in key. But yeah, this one I really want things to be in key and just sits nicely and have that kind of emo feeling. Alright, this is the outro to the melody. Yeah. Yep. There's some delay going on here. Which makes it feel very magical. That's the good thing about delays. I like using stocks plugins in Ableton. They're the best. Yeah, that's basically about it on the instrumental part. And now we can talk about the vocals. Alright, the vocals. Sheesh. Actually, this song was like instrumental for a long period until one day I decided to have vocals on it. Right? Yeah, normal octave and then cover vocals. This is yeah, heavy. Evie, help out sing some parts of this. Uh, she wanted to sing on this, but like I told her, I want to be the main vocalist kind of thing. So I became so Evie's kind of like the backing vocals. So let's talk about my part here and how I songwrite. It's kind of interesting. The ins and the ins what inspired me with the lyrics, like the dreams that died today. Like, oh man, it's more like a deja vu feeling. Like the idea behind it is a deja vu kind of, like you dream of this before, and then as soon as you woke up, you just feel like that dream is from the future or something like that. That would entirely happen. So it's that kind of feeling, and then that thing happened, but it didn't happen the way it should be. So it's kind of like that, like it's a fateful dream kind of thing. Yeah. Then I kind of interpreted it all together into the lyrics and then etc. And I recorded this vocals like 3 or 4 a.m. at the night. Cause yeah, this was like early times as well. Cause like I'm not really used to me singing, so that's why some parts of the song it feels like I'm not putting more effort in singing. That's what I think. But some people say it sounds good. But to be honest, there's a lot of autotune and etc. going on. Because, either way, people say autotune is not cool. And I say, I don't, it doesn't matter. I just gonna autotune it just to make sure it feels good. That's the priority on this song. Making it feel good. That's it. Alright, the intro vocals here. Yeah, as I shut my eyes, something, etc.
I shut my eyes, my mind's pitch black, blank like a canvas. What do I think? What's the point? My memories keep repeating on again and again.
Alright. Oh man. The compression is a mess here. I just wish I could come back to this and just like rework it. But hey, actually I can. But anyways, I stamped it out either way, so I can rework it again later on for something even bigger and better. But yeah, that's basically the first verse. That whole line. And I have some backing vocals here.
Blank like a canvas.
Right. This one I try to sing in a high pitch. I try to get that feminine tone. Cause they just sits nicely there. Cause I remember doing this, and then my friend Anko, he just said, I but probably it's probably not this tune, but maybe it's this tune, but like we want more female Viticz vocalist. Female Viticz vocals. I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's basically the part here. Right.
Blank like a canvas. What do I think? What's the point?
Right. This went through Melodyne to fix the pitching. Because I use Melodyne to fix my pitches. In FL Studio, you guys have Newtone. That is amazing. Newtone is as good as Melodyne, so it's more than enough. Then Evie's vocals right here. And then the vocal processing, oh my goodness, is a mess. I feel some of this are unnecessary. Yeah, exactly. It's a matter of how you use your autotune. Yeah. Yeah. You got the idea. Yeah. That's basically it. Alright, over here. Oh my goodness. A lot of this is unnecessary. But most important part of vocal processing is you get rid of your low ends around 100 hertz, and then your vocals. For this part, I kind of bring it down because like there's a lot of S notes, all that, the S letter S, the S, all those. So it's all coming around this part of the frequency. So I got rid of that. And then here I kind of like maintain a bit. This is basically the high pass. Was it a high pass? I totally forgot. Anyways, so it's a high pass here, and then this is to tame those mid tonal frequencies here. Cause like my vocals has a lot of low end tonals, so I really bring those down. Yeah, yeah, you can see here in the Pro Q3. Right here, and then I have Sooth 2. This the this changed. As soon as I bought this, holy shit! I feel, yeah. Finally, I can actually put out a song. This is a crazy plugin. Basically, it's like it corrects your resonance. Like it clears up your peaks, your audio resonant peaking. Yeah, like here, this is the amount of sharpness. I set it on soft settings at 1.1 depth. Not too selective about it. So there's a lot of going on here and over here, the mid section. Because the mid section, you try not to, when you record your vocals, try not to rumble your mic. Try not to move your mic a lot. But I happen to do that because like I get too close to the mic. Yeah. Anyways, over here, the backing vocals, right. Oh, I put OTT as well. I put OTT in my vocal mixing. Don't judge me. Because they sound great either way. Because basically the reason I put OTT is just to enhance the vocals. Some crazy amount of delay. Because like the settings of the song is kind of like shoegaze kind of feel. So that's why I have a delay going on. With reverb. Oh, Valhalla plate. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. This was back in Ableton 10, so if I was producing this now, I would be just using hybrid reverb. That is a beast as plugin. And then for every vocals, I wanted to have her vocals more auto-tune, like highly and auto-tune, like something like Capsule. Like that J-pop band, the duo band Capsule. So their pop vocals is really focused on auto tune. So that's how great those are. Alright. This should be the breakdown. Oh, the bridge. Alright.
Today were the dreams.
Right. I couldn't sing high notes, so I managed. That's why Evie's here to sing the highest notes of the high of the highest notes. I gotta thank Evie for that. So, and then over here I have like two. It's going a harmonic kind of tone here.
The dreams that die today were.
So I'm kind of like altering the melody in how I sing, but it's really not done in a great way. But recently I getting more. The more I start singing, I kind of improve on that. So this is really old, so don't worry about that. So.
The dreams that died today were the dreams of my mistakes.
Right. That's how it is. So that's kind of how I kind of incorporate the altering the melody,
The dreams that died today were the dreams of my mistakes.
Right. Also, I think if I did this now, I would be doubling this, like track doubling this back vocals to have more on the sides than on the mids. But yeah, that's basically pretty much how I would process the vocals here. It's really a lot of reverb and delays. Yeah, right onto here. Right, forgot to mention about this. Right, that that is basically this first part here. So what I did, I just kind of did this. I open up a new channel, and then oh, right, did this, just that. Whatever process is over here, I just kind of move it over here as well. Like only the auto tune part, but just gonna give you a nice example of how I did this. All right, let's see, hybrid reverb. All right, before we put in the reverb, I'm gonna reverse this. So now it's reverse. And then the hybrid reverb. Right. I put it in the max decay. Remove the low ends. Your choice of reverb right here. Your choice of what you want it to sound like. And then I did this. Hold on. So it's kind of like, let's see. Yeah, something like that. So it's kind of like turn off here, and then it fades back. Right, so it's like that. There's a lot of stereo as well going on to this. That's why after this, I kind of freeze it, consolidate it. Then from there on, things will be. Then I'll just do this. Yeah, consolidate it. Then I reverse this back. Yeah, this is basically the general idea of it. So now I just, yeah, so there you go. Oh my goodness, what is going on with the compression here? Anyways, yeah, that's basically how I did this. That's the general idea of it. That's one. All right. All right. This one I kind of reference Linkin Park, I guess. this flow. You can hear the Linkin Park behind this. As the bright eyes as I cry. So this part of the lyrics, I kind of thought of how I incorporate my original character Yumi, cause like she's the one staring at me. Yeah, basically she's the dark side of the character that's staring at me, at my soul. She's watching over me. That's the meaning behind that lyrics. That part of the lyrics. And that's how Yumi is involved in the music video. So it's all linked up like that. Right. This part, it wasn't like this in the early version, cause it was really just straight to the drop. Right. Yeah. And then this is a new lyrics additionally recently added into it. Yeah.
Lost myself inside, never ending dream. Free myself tonight from this pain inside. Ease myself again, repeat on again. Tell myself again, find myself inside.
Right. Yeah. That's me trying to scream right there. I think I nailed it, but like not too bad. Yeah. Again, I recorded this in like 3 or 4 a.m. if I'm not wrong. Yeah. And over here, right, I have like harmony layer here as well. Cause like that's like the importance part of the when it comes to vocal to have vocals, you need more, you need harmony, at least some harmonies. Over here, I think
Feel the teardrops, they're falling from your heart. Feel
right here I brought back some. This is basically just me singing in this key skill, or my old song Teardrops. I just want to bring it back because you know like at this part of the lyrics is kind of like I'm crying, like as I cry, something like that. So I just brought back the Teardrops song here, the lyrics. And then I think right here like some weird speech going back around.
the dreams that die today.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the the intention is kind of like going for that chaotic left and right words just coming into your head. But it's in more of a singing in the sense of singing.
Lost myself inside, never.
Yeah.
Lost myself inside, never ending dream. Free myself tonight from this pain inside. Ease myself again, repeat on again. Tell myself again, find myself inside.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, this is like the conclusion part of the whole song. So that's why the lyrics is kind of like it's acceptance, like the acceptance part of this. So it's kind of I'm mentioning to find myself inside. So be from insane to be more sane kind of thing, with because you're so obsessive with the dreams. That's basically the whole thing. And then back into the same bridge over here.
Dreams that die today were dreams of my mistake.
Right over here, it's really interesting. I like this process one.
What did I think? What's the point? The memories keep repeating on again.
Yeah, that's the weird part of the outro. And I love this processing. It's the beat speak. This one right here. By Sonic Charge. This shit is bonkers, dude. Yeah. Basically, if your CPU is not good enough for isotope vocals, whatever that plugin is, I recommend getting Beat Speak. It has the same function as well in that isotope vocal thing, but like this one, even though it's not much, but it's more like it's just this section of this part here. But yeah,
What do I think?
yeah. So this is more like a shutdown kind of feeling. Yeah. So that's the intention to end the song by ending the song by more of a shutting it down, you know? Cause like Yumi, my OC character, is a internet kind of character, like a World Wide Web ghost, the ghost in me, you know? Yeah, basically that's it. So and then Evie here on the top lines and some backing vocals here.
What do I think?
Right. It's not audible in the main song, sadly, but like I kind of like this part here, cause oh my goodness, it's really how you compress your songs here. So it's really heavily compressed. So, but yeah, this is like the little parts at the ending. What? Yeah, I kind of reference Drain Gang stuff, you know, Blady, Echo 2K. Yeah, so that's kind of like the idea here. A lot of reference in this one. Yeah, vocal songwriting is not easy. This songwriting took me a while, even like to improve, cause like to do this, cause like every time I make songs like this, I just end up making emo songs, and I hate it. But like either way, it's nice. But yeah, so that's basically the vocal parts here. How this song was made. The Dreams That Died Today started off instrumental, and then it became a vocal track for my album as well. Yeah, it was supposed this is like a bridge in my album, kind of a setting bridge to start it all. FX, yeah, I didn't mention much about FX. How I use my effects in a song. Basically, this one not so much, but yeah, noise, some noise over here. You know, and guitar feedback as mentioned earlier, and I think this is right. Yeah, that's a vocal pack by Sanso. Hold on, yeah, this one, Sanso vocal pack. I think Tensai gave this to me. Yeah, I just put it in here. I like it. Yeah, it's basically like those some upbeats here going on, and then some more noise over here.
Dreams that died today were dreams of my mistake.
But yeah, as mentioned earlier, it's really about the melody here. That's pretty much it. It's how I place down the melodies, how I layer things out, the chords and etc. and all that. There's nothing too complex going on here. It's really I'm just having my melodies, my arps, my chords stands out the most along with the vocals. Yeah, that's basically it. The drums, yeah, not so much as well. yeah, basically over here I kind of incorporated rock music. Yeah, that's basically it.